Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cherry the Geek TV. I'm Joe Vanourney. Today we are talking with Troian Bellisario and Brandon Larracuente, who played Traci Harmon and Alex Diaz on the new Prime Video series On Call. All 8 episodes drop on Prime Video January 9th. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Troian. Thanks for chatting with us
Hi,
today.
Joe.
Hi.
I'm curious what kind of preparation you did in preparing for your roles in terms of talking and interviewing fellow real life police officers or doing ride-alongs with real life police officers. And if so, if that was part of the preparation, what was the one thing that they told you that helped influence the way that you played your characters? And was there any, and if you did ride-alongs, was there any particular thing that you came across during the ride-alongs that helped, that impacted you and stuck with you?
Yeah. We were very lucky. We got to go on some ride-alongs. We got to work with Long Beach Police to speak to actual officers, to speak to veteran officers, to speak to rookies.
Hmm.
And it was a really wonderful opportunity to really get to sit down with the people who have chosen to go into law enforcement and ask them what their experiences are. And for me, I think the thing that I was so um what was so revelatory was that getting to go on these ride-alongs, I didn't get to just see what it was like for the police officer that I was sitting next to, but I got to see their relationship with the members of the Long Beach community. That was really revelatory that they often knew people by first name. They had standing relationships that when they were meeting somebody new, there were many, many different ways that they were treated or, that they would respond to. And so it was really a wonderful experience to be able to be taken into the fold and get to see what that relationship is like between a police officer and the community that they serve.
So after you do these ride-alongs and talk to these officers, how do you then take what you learn from them and apply that to your characters?
Boy, I mean,
Yeah.
I think that just begins with the writing. I mean,
Mhm.
at the end of the day, yes, policing is their profession, but I think this show does an incredible job at just showing the human side of these characters. I mean, yes, we're witnessing them as they're going from call to call, but in the midst of those calls, they're dealing with familial issues.
Mhm.
They're dealing with relationship issues, and the beauty of the show is witnessing them lean on each other in the midst of all the chaos that's happening around them. I think for me that was fascinating to read. It was fascinating to watch when I watched it as a spectator, and I hope viewers feel the same way.
Yeah, I agree. I think he really encapsulated it. It was always really, it was written. It was on the page from the jump that there were these calls that a lot of them are based on, real things that police officers have, expressed to Tim and Elliot or to us. They've told us these stories, but it was all written in how Harmon feels about this. It's in the dialogue, and you
Mm.
see how Diaz feels about this and how they might have totally opposing opinions going into the same call, but they have to put that aside and operate as a team. And then afterwards, when they walk out of it, that's when they can, either check in on each other or not, or respond to the next thing,
If they even
or
have a moment to do so.
if they have a moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great show. It's not like anything I've seen on Prime Video before. It's a very ambitious show, right? What's it like for you as actors to work on a show that's so ambitious?
I mean, it's kind of, at least for me, it's what I've always dreamed of being a part of, a show that allows you, just allows you to expand what you thought you were capable of. I mean, I remember reading the script, and every single day, it's like at first, fear. It was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I can't do this, and then you read it again, and you go, okay, maybe I can pull this off. And then, of course, there's still that fear stepping into set. But then when you're surrounded around people who are there to uplift you and just want you to succeed, I think that's what made it easy for me. But I think as an actor, like you always are looking for that next thing that will help grow you as a person and as an actor, that'll expand your skill set. So what was yours, Troy?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I think that that's a really wonderful way to describe it. Reading the scripts, it was always fear first. And okay, I'm gonna do this. So how's it gonna happen? And it was just really wonderful to be working with this incredible team of writers and directors and actors and everybody behind the scenes. We had the most incredible prop department and really wonderful people that were making sure that we were approaching a call in the right way, checking out that we were holding our weapon in the right way or harnessing it in the right way, that we were responding on the radio in an authentic way.
Yep.
And so for us, and for me, I'll speak for myself, like it was just so exciting to be put in this position to be able to portray something so authentically that all we had to do was do our best to get to the truth of it. What does it really sound like when you're putting something out on the radio? Because if I were in that position, I would be screaming and I would be terrified and you wouldn't get a word of it. And it was really wonderful to have a tech on set with us. And he was like, if you're that, scared and you project that on the radio, they're not going to be able to locate where you are.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be clear. You need to be calm. And so to have that kind of authenticity was just really incredible. And I agree with you. It's a very ambitious show, but I think first and foremost, our goal was be authentic, and that allowed us to reach for something bigger.
Well, it's a wonderful show. I can't say that enough. It's called On Call. All 8 episodes drop on Prime Video January 9th. Troian and Brandon, thank you so much for chatting with us today on Cherry the Geek TV.